Hey guys, how are y'all? Today we're showcasing our AI Sound Controller Pro, which uses AI to analyze your 3 objects of audio, whether that be music, voice, or sound effects. And what this allows you to do is customize your overall experience and tailor what you want to listen to on the on your content. So for instance, everyone loves karaoke. I know I do. I can't sing though. But if you want to isolate that for you, mute voice. And it totally isolates the background for you to give you the best overall experience. Now you can always do that vice versa as well. Reset the sound. And if you just wanted to listen to the vocals, mute background music. And there you go. It's super cool. Now you can always increase or decrease the sound you see fit as well. The muting's the more cooler part, I think. But it's all pretty awesome. And also, not limited music is also sports. Increase voice by 10 steps. It's pretty neat, right? Now, what's cool about sports is I love all of this. I love it, right? But the crowd's going really wild, right? So if you want to mute the crowd, you can totally do that. Mute the crowd. And there you go. Completely isolate the background music. And again, vice versa, reset the sound.
And just drills it lovely over the goalkeeper's head.
Mute voice. Increase crowd. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Possibilities are pretty endless. And again, yeah, that's AI Sound Controller Pro.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so.
That's been incredible.
Yeah.
Man, AI Sound Pro, that is one of the most ridiculous things I've seen at CES. When I was here yesterday looking at the first look, that was definitely the thing that stood out to me. Well, what I really want to know about is just how this works. I mean, because I've seen lots of different AI things and ways that you can actually remove audio-specific spots.
Yeah, sure.
What I don't understand is how it's able to do this in real time.
Yeah, so it's utilizing AI to understand the audio track based on what you're watching. So let's take music for example.
Right.
Maybe you're watching your favorite music video and you hear the sound and you hear the nice music and then they're singing. Well, maybe you want to sing, right? You want to go ahead and do the song, but you need the background music.
Yeah.
You can actually utilize the AI Sound Controller Pro to be able to basically mute the vocal and still have that background music so you can sing and you can have that fun.
Yeah.
But let's say in reverse, maybe you're watching your favorite sports program, maybe like the World Cup that's coming up here soon, and you want to be able to hear the announcers, but you can't really hear them because the crowd's going really crazy, right?
Right.
Well, you can use the same thing to really kind of remove that background noise and be able to hear those announcers and really get that experience out of it.
It's incredible. It's incredible technology. Again, the big thing for me is the fact that it's able to do it in real time, which is kind of unbelievable. How is it able to do it in real time?
I mean, just utilizing AI, right? So it's part of the Samsung's Vision AI package that we have built inside of our TVs for 2026. So with Samsung Vision AI, there's a lot of things that are going to be possible year over year, things that we can do. AI really just unlocks a lot of possibilities.
Right on. Okay. Well, it's been Mr. Rwe, and this is live from CES 2026. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Right on. So one of the things I've always wondered about whenever I was looking at TVs like this that have basically no bezel, nothing on the wall, you cannot fit an HDMI cable behind that. Well, they've got this thing right here. So this is a wireless transmitter, so that's going to transmit to that TV. So you can plug in your HDMI cable, whatever you want to, right into there, and have that actually connecting. So that's going to make it a lot easier, especially if you don't like having cables on the walls. You're not even going to have to worry about that with that. That is quite something. They say it's going to be about $350 when it comes out.
What that's doing is using our micro-RGB AI engine Pro chip to actually analyze the entire screen in like 128 different neural networks, as it says over there. Pretty simple. It scans the image and decides what it's actually going to do. Upscaling's been around for a while. It's nothing new, but the fact that the AI can analyze and scan and focus on the main focal point, which is her in the center core image.
Right.
Her skin tone and hair and pattern on her sweater, that's really what's being enhanced.
Yeah.
But it can enhance an entire landscape, right? So now if you notice the color difference here, that micro RGB color booster pro is what's actually doing the work. Really? The same idea using the same technology, only enhancing the color where it needs to be, where I think that's kind of cool is it does it without completely oversaturating the image.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
And for me, because I usually work with appliances, I'm helping these guys out.
Oh, really? Okay.
I actually think this is awesome.
Yeah.
So, because I'm thinking, I play video games, man.
Right, sure.
Right, so I'm wondering, like, companies spend $1,000, $1 million, whatever it is, to remaster a video game.
Right.
How far are we from just letting a TV do it? The idea was take an older movie, take an older TV show that doesn't have that quality, and increase it to a 4K as close as possible.
Wow. That's awesome.
Pretty nifty.
I like it, man. Thank you very much.
So we got this guy right here. This is our Vision AI dashboard. Click on that, we get some basic information about the content that's on screen. And then if we click here, we can ask a directed question. So, why do people love WWE so much? Take a moment to analyze the question, get us an answer. The entire time, too, the content is still playing in the corner.
Okay.
So especially for sports, movies, you don't want to break your immersion away from what you're watching. You don't want to miss a goal. You don't want to miss what's going on in a movie. So everything keeps playing in the corner the entire time. You get your answer at the top. If there is a more robust answer aside from what's displayed initially, you can click more to get more of a breakdown. There's also related content, so if you're asking about movie recommendations, things like that, it'll direct you to other streaming services, other content platforms. And then at the bottom here it has other questions that you can ask. You can either click on these to continue your line of inquiry, or you can ask it via the remote as well. So if you do continue to ask questions, it does also save the context of your previous inquiries, just to keep things a little bit more smooth conversationally. So right on. That's pretty much it.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
Absolutely.
So this is the big micro LED. What's the size? 140 inches on this guy. That thing is super ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, that is like the nicest looking TV I've ever seen in my life. Let me see if I can get some more information on it. What he was basically saying was that they're micro LEDs. One of the things I kept on asking, I've asked a few people on that can't be really answers, is micro LED means a smaller LED, but when you've got a 4K or an 8K TV, something that is ridiculous like this, why do the LEDs need to be smaller? So that's one of the things that I'm still a little bit confused on, but you can't really argue with the picture. The picture itself is absolutely incredible. That is something else. And one of the things he was talking about too, on the side, the bezel, this will actually act as a mirror when you turn it off. So you'll be able to have just like a gigantic mirror in the middle of your living room when you shut it off. I wish we could go ahead and see that, but you know, of course they're on display right now, which I don't blame them for at all. But that is an incredible TV. I would be very happy to have one of those guys in my living room. So this is a big boy. This is the one that they had at their presentation. This is the micro RGB 130-inch TV. This thing is quite something. And I kept on asking about the LEDs and the RGBs and everything, and they actually have kind of a little bit of a display set up over on the side, so we can get a little bit more information on that. But even with that, that is a very good looking TV. If we bring it over here, we can see over on the wall over there, they have actually the exact same TV, so if you don't like this stand, this is still a concept, but the idea is that you'll be able to buy with or without the stand. It actually makes it look bigger when you look at it from the back. It is hard to get an idea of the scale of this thing. This is a gigantic television. I mean, if you're looking at an 8-foot ceiling, it'd be hard getting this guy up the stairs. And right here we have got our LED breakdown. So we've got our conventional LED there on the left, mini LED, and then micro RGB. Difference between being a big light, bunch of little lights, and then a bunch of broken up lights. So you can actually turn off the different colors on here so that you're not spoiling the image. So for example, if you've got a fully red image, you can have it displaying just the red in the background, and you won't have to worry about the blue bleeding in and ruining the image. So that is what they're basing that TV on. Quite something. All right, here we got the transparent micro LED. So we got a couple of TVs here that you can see through. You can see that they've got, actually have a pillar over here that you can look through, so you can actually put things on display inside the pillar. You can see they got a little vase inside there. And I asked them about this. They actually said that these are the exact same technology. The big difference is going to be that one on the right has that black background on it, so it makes everything stand out a little bit more. But the fact that you can see completely through this thing is pretty darn impressive. That is that's a unique experience. I'm not really sure what I would have a use for that for in my house, but I could definitely see uses for that just in showing off products. Very neat. So no S26, but we do have the Z Folds. We got a whole list of them over here. We got a tri-fold over there. We got a dual fold here. Got some tablets, got a whole bunch of fun stuff. But we're still waiting for that 26 Plus, so we'll just keep on having to wait.